Hello, 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 everybody. Here we are.
Hello.
Yay! So glad
Hi.
you could join us today for our inaugural stream. We are the people behind Out of Orbit, the freaks who decided it's a good idea to, I don't know, build a spaceship, because why not? An immersive game room. And yeah, this is our first stream, first of many. We have some exciting stuff for you guys, planned for you guys for the future. But today, we'll focus on mainly, just letting you get to know us. Ionisaatio, thank you for following. We also have a follower goal that we almost smashed already. One more follower, and we'll be at 20. And after that, after the 20th follow, every follow that we get, we will share a random fact about ourselves. So there's a little incentive for you guys as well to push that follow button. Yeah, happy that you're here. And please, if you have any questions or anything, just share them in the chat. We'll be keeping an eye on that during the whole stream. But yeah, let's just start off by telling the good people who we are. My name is Ama. Hello. I'm kind of assuming the role of a host here, but I want to hear from everyone else first who you people are. We're all part of the Out of Orbit team. Mika, maybe you can start. Let the people know who you are.
We worked together for 2 years. Don't you recognize me?
Who's this guy?
It's me.
You're missing
it's
the
me.
beard. It's different.
That's exactly why.
Oh, right. Okay, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I used to have more of a Rasputin COVID look a while back. My name is Mike Pohjola. I'm a writer and a game designer and the founder of the company. Can I introduce my stuff?
Yeah, go ahead. I mean, you have a lot to introduce, so go ahead. We can take a little coffee break in between. No, go ahead.
Here's a tabletop role-playing game for kids and beginners that I've designed. Comes in a box, like board games do. It's a tabletop role-playing game. First, we made it in Finnish, and then a year later, we published. The Finnish one is called Myrskyn Sankarit, which literally translates to Heroes of the Storm. However, there is another game called Heroes of the Storm that was announced almost exactly at the same time as this one. This one published by me, and the other Heroes of the Storm published by the world's biggest video game company, Blizzard. So, long story short, my game is now called Age of the Tempest. It's a fine name as well.
It is.
I've also written a couple of books. These are only in Finnish, unfortunately. Maybe we have some Finnish followers already, in which case I'll show them quickly. This one is a historical novel about the Great Fire of Turku, and which is a city. This one is an interactive novel about the Finnish Civil War. And this one is not about a horrible historical catastrophe. This is a humorous kids book that was published last month.
Aww.
There.
Yeah, I love the fact that not even the great Mika Pohjola can compete with Blizzard in this. Anything else you want to share? I felt I interrupted you.
No, I don't know. Maybe I could have, I should have, but I was too afraid.
Okay.
Anyway, besides all of that, I have 4 chickens and 2 rabbits and 3 children and 2 dogs.
There we go.
And a house.
Yeah, a house to keep them all in. That's
exactly.
Lucky for them. Hey, Johanna Vant, thank you for the follow. We have 20 followers now. We need to update our follower goal. Woohoo! Oh,
Cool beans.
Yeah. Laughable Rogue says,
Laughable Rogue,
yeah, always wanted chickens.
they're great in the summer. Last week we had a bunch of kids from the local kindergarten, the group that my middle one is in. They came to our garden to just look at the chickens and play with them and gather some eggs.
Well,
I wanna come too. I wanna hold a chicken in my arms tenderly.
I don't
You
know
are
if they
most welcome to.
Yeah. Do they
I
like
shall.
being held?
Some
Should we
chickens.
do a chicken stream?
I
Oh,
mean,
heck
definitely. I
yeah.
think we should. Because
Chickens
It's
in
very dark
space.
outside. Hmm.
that's true. Well, I
Let's
mean,
bring chickens into the game room.
okay, there's an
silence.
idea. There's an idea.
I see no way how that could backfire.
No,
No,
no, no, no, no, no.
absolutely
I do
none.
not want to clean up chicken
Jessica's like,
stuff.
no.
Asetar says yes.
The leavings of behind the evidence of chickens, I do not wish to clean.
How bad could it be, really?
Yeah, I don't know really. Like a cat cam. Yeah, exactly. Like a cat cam. We need a chick cam. I mean, on Twitch, that should go down well. Anywho, let's
go down great.
yeah, let's
Come
continue.
look at these cute chicks.
Cute chick stream. Yep. Let's continue.
I would watch that.
Let's move forward from that. Let's let's figure out what we'll do with the chicken later. But Ines, hello.
Oh, hi. Putting me on the spot. I was waiting to go last.
Nope.
Yeah, so hi, I'm Ines. I just started as the marketing specialist here at Beyond Play on the 1st of September. So I'm a fairly recent new recruit, an ensign, really, if you think about it. I get called Crusher or Wesley a lot, and I really don't. Yeah. First of all, it's been a wild ride so far. So much to take in, so much to kind of personally accumulate since the others have been working on this project and with this company for far, far longer. But it's been so much fun. And these people I already, except for Jessica, I already knew most of you. We go back a ways. But as a person, I'm into music and role-playing games and LARPing, although I don't remember what that's like since it's been like a gazillion years. It feels like horror movies, musicals, living life to the fullest. I don't know, vaguely butt-shaped pillows. Am I even pointing in the right corner? No. Poor sense of direction. Yeah.
Did you say horror movies?
Horror movies, yes.
Horror movies.
Horror movies. Horror. Glad this is a mature stream, because yes. So yeah, and I also watch a lot of Twitch content and do some moderating on the side. So that's me in a nutshell.
All right, we're off to a great start. We have what was it? What was the chick cam? Yeah, the chick cam and horror movies.
Yes.
There we go. Yes, and remember, anytime if you have any questions or comments, please type them in chat, and we'll. Oh, okay. Thank you, Quirky Hijinks, also known as Ines. Bark. And Quirky, the bestest moderator. Okay, so now we know the truth. That's awesome. Okay, Jessica, hello. Who are you and what do you do?
My name is Jessica Pitherin, and I do game development for us and help out with game design too. And yeah, pretty much like any electronic-y, gadgety thing that we have or that we work with, I have had my fingers in the pot, even if I wasn't the one who was like doing final work. But yeah, so It's been super, super great to find these guys. I'm an American that got moved to Helsinki. Oh God, I don't need like 2014, I think. No, no,
Ooh.
maybe 2015. For I was working as a IT infrastructure consultant for like helping with implementing software. And so I came and I was working for a client here for a while and fell in love with the country and then got transferred back to the States and was like, oh, but I really liked Finland. And also I was ready for kind of a career change then. So I moved back over here and slowly over the last couple years, I've been working on integrating my like technical know-how and my artistic experience, which has been really fun. I have a bachelor's degree in flute, and I grew up in a theater and music household. So I have been running around backstage and on stage since I was about, you know, yay high. Um, and it's just been so exciting to be able to bring the like weird little things I've learned from all the different types of performing arts that I've done and be able to bring them into um, immersive space development, which is, yeah. I'm also a huge tabletop gamer, which is why you will not see me so much on the Monday streams we do, not so often, because I'm a part of the Pathfinder Society Lodge in Helsinki, and we play on Monday nights. So I will be off saving the world or the universe on Mondays mostly. But yeah,
Thank you for your service.
Yes, to the world. The fictional
What
one
universe is.
character do you play?
terrible joke. Huh?
What's your character?
Um, I think we're playing. Oh God, this is a complex question. I play in a lot of different games because I also have some campaign games that I'm in. I play both like Pathfinder, which is kind of similar to Dungeons and Dragons if people are not so familiar with the tabletop world. But then we also have a kind of the same company that made Pathfinder has now done a not Star Wars, God, just sci-fi themed one called Starfinder, which is like kind of the same thing but in space but with like sci-fi tropes and stuff. So yeah, I have probably 10 active characters right now that are on rotation.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a lot. So I personally like to kind of try a little bit of everything. And so it's kind of my goal to play through a bunch of the different classes and like races or ancestries. Because there's always like it's so much fun to take just kind of one seed for a character idea and be like, okay, well this is a monk, but like shoots out solar beams. So like what's a character like what type of personality would someone like that have? And so yeah, it's a kind of a fun creative exercise. Not that I don't migrate to a couple tropes here and there, but you'll have to play with me to find out what those are. Or
Oh,
keep watching, I guess.
Ooh.
I'm intrigued.
Pick my interest there.
Mystery.
if I can brag a little bit, I've already today played a session of tabletop role playing games. That's right.
I'm
You heard me.
jealous.
hmm My
What was it?
my son has a vacation from school, so it was the second time he ran a game.
Oh,
Baby GM.
Yeah, I think that's
Mhm.
great.
I mean, he's not a baby, obviously, but
No,
I,
he's 11, but he ran a game for me and his friend.
that's so
oh,
cute.
I mean, I've only ran games for children, not like have children run games for me. I can't imagine what that would be like. Although I'm super interested to hear. Oh, hey, thank you for the follow, Riffi, and welcome to the stream. Glad you could join us. Yeah, so I think I'm the last to go to introduce myself, and also please introduce yourselves if you feel like it. I would love to know who you guys are. Are you role players, LARPers, video game people? What do you do? Who are you? What are you interested in? And how did you find us? That's also an interesting one. But yes, so my name is Amalaine, and I am the lead game designer for Beyond Play, and have been working on this project since its inception. And not inception.
Conception.
That's the other thing. Yeah, I also
movie?
I also do like Inception the movie.
Inception.
Me
That's
too.
quite a long time.
It's been like 10 years.
Yep. I also do kind of fluently speak.
Yes,
Yep.
obviously.
This is going great. Yeah, 3 languages. So excuse me, pardon me for not getting all the words right. Yeah, so I studied TV and film screenwriting and directing in my 20s, and then I worked a little bit here and there, and ended up going for a master's degree in new media. And while I was studying at Aalto University, I discovered, yes, I do actually have a very kind of keen interest in games and game design. So I ended up migrating more towards that area. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing. And yeah, I'm a LARPer. I love video games. I play a bunch of video games online with my friends. I started LARPing as an adult while I was studying TV and film stuff, and got kind of super into it. And I'm on that path still, and happy to be here. And I'm super happy to work with all these wonderful people. I do not have pets. I don't have chicken. I don't have butt-shaped pillows. I was trying to look around for something that I could show, like what do I have? But I don't really have anything cool or interesting to show. I do have a stone owl back there that my uncle made. That's about it.
It's almost as cool as the butt-shaped pillow.
Oh, almost, yes.
Almost.
You mentioned my cats. I have
yeah.
2 cats. They're
I have 2
wonderful.
cats.
Oh, what? They are both hanging out with my roommates, who are both in the chat. So hopefully our internet doesn't crash because we have so much Twitch running off this internet right now.
Oh my god.
But yeah, there's one of them that likes to hang out with me a lot, so we'll probably catch her on a later stream sometime. Maybe I'll get fancy and set up a cat cam. Double
Ooh,
webcam it up. We'll see.
Mhm.
nice.
They need their own Discord username, and they can join
Mhm.
join as well. Oh yes,
Oh my
and
gosh.
as we got our 21st follower, someone needs to share a random fact about themselves.
We've just shared plenty of facts.
I know.
What, me? Okay.
I am putting you on the
Like
spot
go
because
in
there's
order, yeah.
yeah.
All right. This is going to be very random.
Mhm.
Indeed. In 1991, the Finnish importer of Nintendo and the Finnish importer of Pepsi collaborated in organizing a nationwide tournament for the best Nintendo player in the country. And this happened all around the world, so it's actually eventually led to the best Nintendo player in the world competition, the championships. And in the local championships where I lived, the Turku area championships, I took part in it, as did my kid brother and one friends from school. There was Pepsi tasting. You could compare Pepsi and two cups. One of them had Pepsi and one of them had a competing brand, and you had to taste and tell them which one was better. I'm not sure what the competing brand was, but I think it might have been Coke. Anyway, we played Super Mario Bros. 3, and the one who got through the first, the people who got through the first level fastest got to the finals, and then you had to play 3 levels really, really fast. And I won the regional championships of Nintendo playing in 1991.
Hey. Wow.
That's a really cool fact.
Yeah, yeah, and it's I mean, probably your proudest achievement, I assume.
Yeah, you peaked
Greatest.
right
Yeah,
then.
yeah, exactly.
Were we
Nothing else
supposed
you've
to
done since then is cool.
are we supposed to answer like the prompt from the bot, or just like bot, or just like random facts? Because I really like the super random facts
Oh.
more.
Oh.
I have a really random fact about myself that I'm
Okay.
saving.
So
but
yeah. Okay, we need
next one. I got one.
exactly. We have if we get to wait 23, that would be Jessica's fact then. So
Oh, only
please.
23? Oh, that's like so easy, guys.
Yeah. So
This is
so
so
3
easy.
easy. 2
Oh,
people
You
need to
want to
follow.
hear my weird ass fact? Oh,
mhm.
but there's our mature rating. Sorry, guys.
What
no,
we're
we have mature ratings. It's fine.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's all good. It's all good.
You can say ass.
You can definitely.
Go ahead.
All right, cool.
Ah,
Well,
yeah.
I'm like budgeting it, like what
I
is
have an
it?
ass fact.
Nice.
I don't know if I want to hear that, but okay.
It's a different kind of ass. You know,
Oh, okay. Well
Oh.
then.
like the
Like a
cheeks
donkey.
and ass. You know, yeah, asses and yeah. You know. Anyway,
Yes.
we can. I can tell you something about that. Once we get to whatever it gets to 24. That would be my fact.
Alright.
So yes, we do have a follower goal. If you have not followed us yet, please push the follow button, and we'll share random facts about ourselves. But now I think it's time to actually get into some of the interesting stuff about our like out of orbit. What is that? While I yeah. Does anyone know? Have you heard about out of orbit? Jessica, you look so excited. I want you to tell the people about what out of orbit is. While I set up stuff.
Okay, let's see if I can articulate this well. So Out of Orbit is a spaceship game room that we have opened after a long development process because Corona is a bitch. There we go. There's my second tally mark and mature rating. And yes, it is in Eastern Helsinki in Finland. If there's anyone tuning in who does not know where that is, and yeah, we there. If you are kind of around the LARP community a bit, especially blockbuster LARPs or European LARP, then you probably heard some buzz about a fantastic spaceship LARP that happened a couple of years ago called Odysseus here in Finland, and some of us were in it. Some of us were us meaning in our wider company, not just necessarily the people here today, but we have people who were players and some people who were kind of lead creators in that project, and then we have some of us that just learned about it in a talk at a convention right after it was all over and done, and it changed our life forever. And that's why I'm here. But yes, so we took some of the momentum from that and found each other and have been applying a room that when you walk into it, you feel like you're in a spaceship, and it integrates both like escape room style puzzles a little bit, but also some video game elements. So we're using a starship bridge simulator called Empty Epsilon, and we'll be talking a little more about that next week if you are interested in what that is and maybe how to run your own campaigns in it. So more on that later. But yes, so it's also that's a kind of an open source video game that's similar to Artemis. I think that one's a little more popular. But yeah, so it's the first chapter of what we hope to be many, many games that all take place in the exact same space. Space, lol. Um, and so the dream, and as what we are slowly working on, is to be able to have rooms set up around the world, hopefully, where you can go in and kind of play the next chapter of an ongoing storyline in the same room. So we'll see. We're working on it. We got the first one out, and we've got some other cool treats planned that are coming for you guys too. But yeah, I don't know. Cause does somebody have anything else that fills in any of the gaps I left in that?
I think that's pretty much what I would have said, except you said it better. And yeah, high five.
And
And
it's an awesome experience. I mean, it's super immersive due to the fact that the space itself or the room itself just looks incredibly convincing, very sleek, very sort of uh, futuristic in a very kind of specific way. It's hard to describe, but you can check out our social media for some pictures.
mm,
We
And
use
you
a
should
lot of
definitely
yeah.
come and see it for yourselves. So,
We
books
use
and games.
sorry.
Hey, yeah, go ahead.
We use a lot of special effects. I don't know why I could. There's just so many things, guys. It's just so cool. But yeah, there's so things like we've got a nice subwoofer so you can feel in your body the engine hum. We use lighting effects, so if you're doing a jump through space, like you can tell the ship is doing something really cool. We've built out. Um, or integrated and built different physical devices or like joystick setups so that way you really feel like you're actually driving a ship through space or like you're doing the engineering thing or you're firing some missiles and yeah it's just so cool. I can't believe it's real.
So dope. It's
yep.
so dope.
Yeah, Riffi also says in the chat that I made the scenarios used in Odysseus for Empty
Yes.
Epsilon. I want to play Empty Epsilon at some point. You definitely have to come play our game when you get the
You
chance.
should
For
find
sure.
me on
Yeah.
other places, and we should talk sometime
Yes.
because I would love to uh, pick pick your brain about the Odysseus development process.
Yeah. All right. Now, next question. How did we get here? Let me just set this up a little bit so I can actually.
Fun fact: before we settled on a spaceship, the previous idea was to make a room like that, but it's 16th century court intrigue.
Yeah.
No joke.
Yeah, we will, I think, get to that as well.
Oh, okay, sorry.
No worries. Okay.
Spoilers.
Spoilers. No, yeah, I just as a warning, I can't see chat right now because I have our great, awesome, what is this called? Slideshow thing presentation
No
on my
worries, I
screen.
got it.
So yeah, Ines will be looking at that. But yes, how did we get here? I think we can start at the beginning. There are two people who are kind of responsible for that. Mika and Vera, who
Look at
isn't
our
here.
lovely founders.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I remember
Mm-mm-mm.
once we saw these or these pictures. I think Vera commented at some point that yeah, Mika, I think we've got our selfie game like on point, and I have to agree. So I think like we should start at the beginning. Mika, how and why did you decide to start a company with Vera?
I remember quite well that I wanted to with Vera. That's the easy part because Vera is great.
Yeah.
Why would anybody start a company? I can't remember that exact point where that seemed like a good idea, but it was before COVID. Then when COVID hit, it didn't seem like such a great idea anymore. It's providing these physical contact experiences for people. Now it's a good idea again, fortunately. I've known Vera for quite a while. We're both from Turku, although she's a bit younger than me, so we didn't hang out that much back then. But we're both active LARPers and worked in NGOs and conventions and stuff. And we'd collaborated on some smaller professional and semi-professional projects. And I heard she just left the previous company she was working for, as I was trying to figure out where I can find a great CEO to do this with me. I discovered that it's possible to be the founder of a company but not be the CEO. Only very recently at that point, which had been like a major reason for me not to found a company. I'm more of the idea guy.
You are very good at ideas.
Thank you. Anyway, that was 2019, or maybe very late 2018, and then Vera and I quickly put things together and got the space, not the space above, but like an office, and started figuring out what exactly it is we're going to do. At first, we had a more generic idea of selling our expertise to companies as training or something. But fortunately, we pivoted and focused our business plan to create these room-like experiences or experiences in a room.
Yeah. And here you can see a picture where the team has kind of grown. So Sirjan, who you can see in the back, I'm not quite sure when he joined, but yeah, he joined, and then I don't know how shortly after I joined as well, to kind of help with figuring out some of the stuff that we could do. I had recently, or pretty recently, graduated, and I was looking for something meaningful to do with my life, and this was a good fit in many ways. So this is actually a picture from, well, a little bit later than these pictures, where you can actually see some of our prototypes that we were working on before we settled on this spaceship idea. As Mika was mentioning, we were working on this historical LARP room situation, and then we had a card game that we were working on for a while. The tests, we ran some tests on both of these, and we had a lot of fun doing it, but we kind of had this thought about the spaceship stuck in our heads that we do at some point want to do this, but for some reason we were hesitant in the beginning, like, maybe let's see if we can come up with something else first. We did come up with something, but we still settled on the spaceship. And Mika, do you remember this picture on the right, when that was?
I do indeed.
Mm-hmm.
That's the same day that the previous picture was taken, which looked like a band picture.
Mm-hmm.
This was taken in Katajanokka at a hotel that used to be a prison. And we we toured that hotel, like trying to figure out, can we do something like a prison LARP or a prison experience or a prison room for the guests. And that the company that owns that hotel also runs the other hotel in Vuosaari in eastern Helsinki that is currently the location for Out of Orbit, the space room.
Ah, it's all
Yeah.
coming together now. Okay,
It's all
I
connected.
gotcha.
It's all
That's right.
connected. And like
Mm-hmm.
how that came about was actually during Christmas 2019. I think it was on Christmas Day, maybe. My sister came over with her kids, and we had, at my parents' place, and started talking about, just as she was leaving, she was like, "Hey, we should try to figure out some way to collaborate with your company and my company." She was working for this hotel company back then, and so we set up a meeting, and this was in January 2020. And after that, we toured this hotel. Then we toured the hotel in Vuosaari, and after that, I also went to see. With Veera, we went to see Hotelli Sveitsi, which is in Hyvinkää, and I also went to tour a hotel in Savonlinna to see, like, okay, these are the locations. What are they like? Because they're all very different, and what can we do together? And what ended up happening was that we kind of decided that we want to do something, or not something, but our space room, our space game in Hotel Rantapuisto. This is from when the first time we went there to have a tour and figure out if we could do something together. It was a lovely sunny January day, and this is from their sauna at the shore.
It was in
It feels so
January.
bittersweet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it was a
It's so-
warm winter that year. I was like, but
Yeah.
the bay isn't frozen.
Yep. Nope.
Okay,
Yeah.
it was really warm that year.
It was, and I mean, it was weirdly sunny. I remember we were all just like, "Oh my god, it's so beautiful." And while we were there,
It feels,
yeah, go ahead.
yeah, it's like looking at these innocent young people, so happy, and their eyes are just full of hope, saying they're thinking, "Oh man, 2020 is going to be a great year for
Yeah.
live
Be my
experiences."
year.
Yep.
Yep.
That's exactly right. You can see a lot of that here. And this is the first time we actually stepped into that the room that would become our spaceship. This is from that same tour that we took, and this is how it looked back then. Not too well,
Barely
not too anything.
recognizable.
Yeah, barely recognizable.
It has
Yeah.
walls and a floor
Yep, it does.
and a roof.
Yes, and this floor was completely removed. It was this weird soft, I don't know, it was some sort of plastic on top of a, what's it called, like carpet floor.
Oh.
Not the nicest. But this was previously also an escape room, so it had some interesting features like these glass walls that were inspiring to us, and also the fact that the hotel was very willing and interested to, collaborate with us and have us as part of their, what's it called? Well, for us to be there in general. That was
The roster.
the roster, yeah. So
was
that
this
was
the same tour when Essie, our lighting designer, went along?
No, this was not.
This was
This
before
was
that.
this
Okay.
was like the first one. Let me see. Can I get rid of this?
Oh, I forgot that you guys had actually seen the space before I joined, or maybe it was like right around the same time.
Yeah. This was on January the 13th.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
So that's when we were we were there for the first time. And what happened next? Well, we just kept on working on stuff. So we were doing pretty good. This is around this time, I guess, Jessica joined us, and I have no pictures of that whatsoever because we were not doing too
It was a lot of
much.
pencil and paper work. It was a lot
Exactly.
of talking,
Yeah.
and there was some prototyping that was happening, but it was pretty minimal. God, man, I should have gone through my notebooks. I'll go through my notebooks before next time and look
Yeah.
back on the early days. What did we even do?
Yeah,
I don't even know.
it's really interesting kind of looking through this and figuring out the timeline of when were we doing what? Like how did all this fit together? But yeah, we were after January we were diving deeper into okay, what can we do? How should we do it? Who are we gonna include in this process? Who do we want to work with, etc., etc., etc. And prototyping this weird plastic box ended up. This was a cloaking device that ended up being something that we
Oh,
didn't use.
Obviously.
Obviously, yeah. I mean, who needs a cloaking device?
who knows? It may show up later.
It may. It
You
may.
guys, this could be a sneak peek of the next new feature. You never
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Just it looks like that. That's
Yes,
what you get
exactly.
when you
It's
come
just a
into the room.
plastic box.
Literally a Tupperware container.
Mhm. I
That's
remember
what
it
you
being
get.
actually pretty tricky to test with this because the kind of parts that you needed for this were they were these wires and they were so small that people had a hard time actually seeing them and finding them in our tests.
They're also kind of tricky to
Yeah.
like the connectors are supposed to be easy connectors. Like
Yeah.
these are the wires you get with any like beginning hardware kit ever.
Mhm.
But they just don't want to fit together the way they're supposed to. So
Mhm.
or it's weird and so people would be like, am I breaking it? I don't know what's going on. So
Yeah. I also want to highlight the
prototypes.
yeah, prototypes are super interesting. Highlight the fact that in the picture with me over my shoulder, it says cool, which is pretty cool. Okay.
Does it say drama room? It says,
Yes.
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 Lump.
Dramahuone. Yes.
Jump,
That is
jump,
correct.
jump.
That is
Okay.
correct.
Jump and cool.
Drama.
These are important,
Yeah,
very
we were.
important things. But actually,
Drama
they're
room
very
was
important
the
things.
name we drama room was the name we used for the genre that would entail both out of orbit and the court intrigue.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But I guess it could still, but we don't use it anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, but that was kind of the genre that we were kind of going for with everything. After this, I don't remember what happens next. Oh yeah, we're testing. This is from our first test. This was in March, the 6th of March, 2020. And
Right when the shizzle hit the fan.
well, yeah, this is
Right
kind of right before. We were
yeah.
kind of unaware of what was about to happen, but yeah, this was our first test where we had put together something, and we had Sirian and Laura. It was kind of an internal test. We had our own people come and try it out, and they had a lot of fun. Many of the things that we were testing back then are no longer part of the game. For example, the thing that they are doing on the left side of the screen, looking with the flashlight. It was an enjoyable puzzle, but it didn't quite fit in kind of the concept and the feel that we wanted. But some things have remained. I am not 100% sure how much, but what I do know is it was super encouraging to do this first test and have these people be very, very kind of, yes, it was super fun. Some of the things were hard, but it was super fun. And this game is not designed for 2 people, but we just needed someone to test. Be our first testers, so we ran it with these 2, and it was great. Do you remember anything about it, Jessica?
Yeah, up until this, like, up until last week, actually, we had a really wonderful space just full of character that was kind of like a base, kind of mostly a basement sort of office, but like it's on a hill, so there were windows sort of for part of it still. But this is in kind of a basement back room. Um, and I don't know, both it was I don't remember who instigated it, but it was gonna like my expectation going into this like was like, oh, okay, yeah, we're gonna just set up some things, just a couple stations on tables around the room, um, and then people just run through the game. But I think Amma, you instigated this, but you're like, I just we got to turn the lights off. It's like, oh, okay. And so then we like dug out because that space that we were in was kind of a shared space between several different LARP and sort of, yeah, LARP organizations kind of shared a lot of storage space together. And so we kind of like went digging through some of the stuff and found some like Christmas lights. And did you pull out like you got an LED strip or
Yeah.
something? And I don't know what else we had, but it was kind of dark, but like it even for the most basic beginning test, we were already had the like, okay, we need to set a mood and have an ambiance, and it has just I just that's just been so wonderful to have just from the very beginning, even though it's like so cardboard put together pieces, like we're still gonna try and make it immersive. And yeah,
Yeah.
it's been cool.
Yeah, for sure.
And
And
the players thought it was super cool.
yeah, I mean, I think it was interesting how, as like, since the first test we did in that basement back room, people have really been kind of awed by the fact that, yeah, it is immersive, even if it's just like a basement room, nothing else. And yes, the lights, that helps, and when you get an ambient sound, it helps as well. It was problematic because people were finding it a little bit hard to read because it was so dark. But we figured it out later on.
We brought on a lighting designer.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, maybe we'll see if some of her stuff. But yeah, the first the first test we brought her in, and we had like this sort of a setup, and she's like, "Oh, this is too dark."
Hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
okay, that's why you're here. Thank you. And then she made it awesome.
Hmm.
But I see the colors stuck around.
Yeah, kind of. I
Sure.
don't know how that. I mean, we
You were
did do.
doing it with a remote
Oh
control
yes.
from the backstage corner,
Hmm.
and just kind of like whenever like an alert went on, either you I think it was mostly you, or actually I did it a couple times too, where we just like pushed the button on the like color remote control. um they're like, oh, it's a yellow alert. Yellow alert.
Yep.
Oh, they're in a nebula. Oh, what color were we using
Yeah.
for that?
Yep. Oh hey, Jonas. Nice to see you here as well. What do we have next? Let's see. This is a video. Oh no. Oh no. It has all
Oh,
gone wrong. Um.
Mission needed.
Yes.
Oh dear.
Hold on. Hold
Please
on.
Mission
hold.
denied.
Yes.
is this one of my videos?
No.
Okay.
This is mine. Let me just
Okay.
figure this stuff
Coffee
out.
break.
Yeah, coffee
I-
break.
Well, it has been an hour almost.
Yep.
Time flies when you're having fun.
That's true.
Is
And I
this
seriously feel like I'm hearing most of this like for the first time.
Well, you
I-
came on right at crunch time.
I
I feel like
know.
you came on like a week or two before we went live, and all of us were just so stressed. So
I
glad you
know.
go running, screaming, because we're just like, you're here, great. great. Okay, cool. Just can you do this? Cool.
That's awesome.
But
We haven't even got to the hamster attack yet.
The what? To say what now?
what?
I'm
Okay,
sure the hamster attack is coming later. I don't want to spoil it.
okay. I'm waiting. I'm waiting
But
for this.
it was pretty epic.
Oh yeah, the hamster attack. Yes, I do remember them.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Jessica. We had to wipe your memory.
Am I being trolled
Seriously,
really
I just
hard?
I don't know because I
You-
would be being
Is this a
trolled too.
hazing thing?
No, I've been around way longer than you
No.
have, and they're being mean to me too, so it can't be hazing.
No, Jessica, you demanded that we wipe your memory of the hamster attack.
Why would I do that?
Okay.
Well,
So
you made
instead
us
of saying
promise not to
that
tell you.
not since the accident, we should say not since the hamster attacked.
Mm-hmm.
Right, yes. The video.
The great
Let's see.
ham.
Let's see. Okay, there we go. Now I think we're back to how it's supposed to look.
Ooh.
Let's see. So nope. This is definitely not what I'm supposed to show you. This is what I'm supposed to show you. Haha. There we go.
Cool.
Cool.
And yeah, let's see how this looks. This was when we were
Oh.
there with the spatial designer with Kia. This was on the 13th. No, the 11th. Wait,
Her,
I have to check. I have to check
Is
the
that
date.
Kia?
Yes, she's standing in the corner looking at something. But yeah, this is how can I get the next thing? Why is this so hard?
How do I technology?
Yeah, how do I Google
Don't you
slides?
have like a degree in videos?
Yeah, I kind of do.
Oh,
Stop streaming
That-
this one.
them's fighting words.
That was on the 11th of March.
Oh.
Yeah, 11th of March. And can I just
may.
Anyway,
get to the next slide, which is that one? Yeah, this is how we can do it. Yeah, 11th of March. We're looking at the space, and we were starting to do some more detailed design decisions with Kia. We were super stoked to get to work and get the builders involved and do all of that stuff while we were also at the same time doing design for the gameplay with Jessica and having Lotta on board as well to
Yep.
do electronics and stuff like that. And on the 12th of March, lockdown happened. So this was one day after, I realize now.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
dear.
that was kind of we ran into a brick wall head first, basically. I
Yeah,
didn't.
we had just launched and we had so much momentum and it was
Mhm.
so exciting and we had all these people on board and then yeah.
Yep.
mhm.
Yeah. So it was. Oh, why can I not see you guys?
Good times.
It was definitely good
We
times.
made it work.
Yep. Yeah. So once that happened, we had to rethink our process completely and our schedule completely, because you can't open a physical game room during a lockdown. You can't work on most of the parts of a physical game room during that time either. So we did have meetings. We did keep going for a while. And yeah, I think we have a couple of pictures from Mika's home office. We had a bunch of meetings, yeah, and Mika was you can see in the left picture it says space crew, the story for the pilot, and then it says something. So we were kind of working on that at this time as well. And
Or was Space Crew the working title of Out of Orbit?
I
Yes, it
don't
was.
remember. Maybe, yeah.
It
Maybe.
Okay.
was, it was indeed.
Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, so
I didn't know that.
so
I
Mika
would like
was
to point out that I have these are selfies. So
Mhm.
while talking on the phone, I've positioned myself in a way that I can show the paper but not look at the camera and take the photo.
Yep.
You are an
Did the
amazing
horse
selfie
take the
taker.
other selfie?
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a selfie if someone else took it, even if it's a horse.
It could be
That
a
is true.
horse
But
selfie
it
that
could be a
VK
horse
is
Horsey.
photobombing.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but-
actually,
oh,
How
I'm
dare
so
you get
sorry.
in the way of that glamour shot?
it actually does look like the horse is taking a selfie, and Mika has just like walked up on it.
Looks like Mika is building Westworld.
Oh yeah,
I'm like-
kind of. That's true.
The horse is angry, and I'm like, hey, why the long face?
No, get out
Oh
of
my
here,
god.
you.
Oh my god. Well, I mean, you are a dad, so I guess yeah,
Dad jokes are allowed.
yeah.
Mandatory.
Mandatory dad
even.
joke.
That's
What?
why we have the mature rating.
Yes. Also, we all kind of coped with this situation in our own ways. I guess Jessica had some pets help with the situation.
This is Belle. She loves to come into so many of my meetings. Like there was a time when I don't know, it was just the time of day that we were having meetings. She'd like wake up from a nap and realize no one was loving her and then just start yelling. And she still does this, but yeah. So yeah, she'll just start yelling from across the room or from another room, and because she just wants you to come pick her up and love her. And if you don't come fast enough, she'll keep yelling, and then eventually she'll give up and then come hang out. So Belle has joined me in many a meeting, and Amma is great and announces her presence whenever they can hear the cat yelling.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's
So
it's
you
pretty
guys
funny.
might be able to get video footage of her at some point, but she's chilling with
Ooh.
somebody else right now, or in the kitchen.
I mean,
Probably because it's warm.
we do need a cat cam at some point. I think that's
It will happen. It is just a when and not an if.
yes. Yeah, and I also came up with something to amuse myself with, which was posting one stupid selfie from, like, not new ones. I didn't take new ones. I looked through my phone and just started publishing dumb selfies and letting people write captions for them. Yeah, so this is right at the beginning, I guess. The face when you run out of toilet paper in 2020.
I think I
Face
remember
when
seeing
you
this.
really run out of toilet paper in 2020. It was a lot of this in the beginning, but yeah, I I did this. So we had different coping mechanisms, clearly, but equally as valid.
Are all of these about toilet paper?
No. Oh, kittens are getting fed right now. Oh, yes, great.
Yeah, that's
With
why Belle isn't
Dan.
in here, because
Food time.
she's getting dinner.
Yeah. What do we have up next? I guess there's a video. Oh, yes.
Ooh.
So, what happened then? Then we decided that it would be a good idea to do some crowdfunding. This was in July. No, May. This was in May 2020. Between May and July, we decided that yes, crowdfunding. Finland has pretty strict crowdfunding or funding laws in general. You can't just go around asking people for money without giving them something. But during the Corona pandemic, there were for this crowdfunding. Well, the laws didn't change, but I think Mecenatti, who we used for our crowdfunding, made it a little bit easier to get a campaign up quickly. So we did that. And during this time, I think many of us were not working actively on the project, so we were kind of just accumulating ideas, running the campaign, and I was also
Playing a lot of video games.
Oh yes, that. Oh yeah, you were playing some Animal Crossing, I guess.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yes. Animal Crossing happened in 2020, in
Mhm.
case anyone has not been anywhere near the internet since the beginning of 2020. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll talk about Animal Crossing at some point because speaking of immersive design, but I don't think we have it on the calendar right now to
Yeah.
talk about that. But
Yeah. Maybe so.
but it might
Maybe one
come
day.
out sometime because it made an impression on me.
Yeah. During this time, okay, come on, thing. Okay, there we go. We were also. I was working on the designs with Kia quite a lot, and this is kind of an early version of what we were planning to do. Like if we had all the money in the world, all the money, all the time, all the resources in general, this is what we would have wanted to do. And this was also part of our Mesanatti campaign video, I think. And yeah, many of the design choices that were made while we came up with this, they're still part of the design now, but we have simplified
You can
many
You can
things.
see the curved walls have
Yes.
made it into the final product, and
The
the
bunk
central
bed didn't.
table. I know the
Yeah.
central table with the main screen view is still there. And
Yep. Yeah. But I
Yeah, the
mean,
general feel, I mean, with the curves and curves and
white.
swerves. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah. But I
very
mean,
bright.
This looks more like crew quarters
Mhm.
than the bridge.
Yeah.
it was supposed to be
So,
kind of a
yeah.
combination of all of
Yeah,
it.
kind
Behind,
of like long haul trucking where you've got kind of your driving space, but then you've got like
Yeah.
your
Yeah, I mean,
little
who knows?
space.
This could be like right outside the door.
Mhm.
Like we can pretend that when you get off the bridge, this is where you end up.
Exactly. Yeah,
Then
I
you
mean,
look in the airlock, it's just like a sleeping bag.
yeah. Yeah. This underneath the bed was supposed to be the engineering station, so of course you can't see all the things that would be there, but yeah.
Yeah.
So we were this is what we were doing during that time.
We also don't have a view of the cockpit in this.
No, it's behind the screen, behind that wall. I wonder if we have, come on, thing, a video
Yeah,
again.
slide 16.
Oh yes. So
Ooh,
this
who's
is
that?
who is this person? It's someone.
Oh my gosh, your hair has gotten so long.
Yeah, I know.
You were
This is
telling me
I was
that
talking about this.
yesterday, and I couldn't remember.
Yep. So this is actually a vlog style thing. This will take a little while, so if you need to if you need to grab a drink or pee or something, although you might want to hear what I'm saying.
But I'm gonna stay and watch your vlog, Mama.
Yeah. Yeah, so this I guess this takes place pretty much after most of us have gotten back to work, because this is in August, beginning of August 2020. And yeah, it's like a week before we're supposed to start building the room. So let's see.
Hello, everybody. Amma here. It's the 3rd of August. Today
We can take a break
is
after
Monday,
this.
and last Friday we had a game test.
We can't hear it.
Yeah.
And after the game test,
The stream can hear, but you can't.
well, it was pretty clear that there is still a lot to do. It was not a surprise.
Just I have to let you guys know that you can't hear it through Discord, but you can hear it through stream. If you want to open that, then you'll
Yeah.
actually know what
I
what
was
I'm saying.
hearing it though.
Oh, you were.
So weird. I was.
Yeah, I do hear it.
You
I'm
do.
just gonna bump up that a little bit.
Okay. Yeah. So then
yeah.
it's okay.
You start it over again though.
I will. Let's go again.
For,
Let's go again.
for me. Thank you.
Yes.
Hello, everybody. Amma here. It's the 3rd of August. Today is Monday, and last Friday we had a game test. And after the game test, well, it was pretty clear that there is still a lot to do. It was not a surprise. Game tests exist, in order for us to try things out and see what sticks, but we need to get pretty quickly to a place where we are confident in kind of the different pieces of our game, and we can just start honing the details of how those pieces fit together and stuff like that. So it was a good test, but it revealed a lot of things that need a lot of work, which I'm happy to tackle, but it's also, this time span is pretty intimidating. And today we had a bunch of meetings setting up our next goals for our following sprint. Our next playtest is going to be Friday the 14th, so it's 2 weeks. And next week we're supposed to start building the actual room, the space on site, and it's been a super interesting process. Yeah, Corona hasn't made it easy either, because I realized that I've been working on this for almost 7 months, I think. Not quite, but 6 months maybe. And many of those months I've been kind of existing in a bubble without my teammates, because Corona put an end to a lot of stuff that we would have wanted to work on earlier this year, but were unable to, because of course a game room isn't the greatest thing to do or to launch while there's a pandemic going on. But anyway, it's been an interesting process, and I'm super happy to work with people, with my teammates now, to make this experience as good as possible. There's a lot to do. And today I also heard there was a little bit of a technical issue with one of the central tools we need to run an interactive space like the one we've designed. So, there are fires that need to be put out, but I have faith in our team, and I have faith in all the professionals who are doing their best to make this thing work. Yeah, can't wait to see this whole thing finished. It's gonna be a hectic month, for sure. I might have a bit more gray hair after that. I think many of us will. But I'm super excited to get to show you guys the stuff that we've been making. I think you will find it super fun. But I should get back to work thinking about actual gameplay stuff. There's a lot to do, and we just had our second playtest, but the next one is coming up real soon, so better get cracking.
Trying to remember what that would have been.
The technical hiccup.
Yeah, it might have been one of the. I mean, we had a little bit of problems with figuring out network stuff at the beginning.
Yeah,
That was kind of a pain in the ass for a couple different tests.
Yeah, I think it might have been that, or then it was. I think it might have been the mixer table or the kind of audio. I think there was some hardware issue maybe that we had that needed to be figured out, and now we can't even remember what it was. I'm unsure. I tried to remember this today.
That test would have. That one was when we were in the
basement,
the old office in the basement space.
Yes, and this is at that time still. The first test we did at the new space was in September, I think.
Quite a bit later. Yeah.
Yes.
Just like hearing that, you're like, yeah, it's August, and just this timeline is just. Oh, I'm like, oh,
Yeah, let's not
sweetheart,
talk about. Yeah.
you've got another year.
Yeah, I mean, we did have some pretty crazy plans on when we were supposed to finish this whole thing, but a lot of stuff happened that made that impossible. But you can see it in my face, me being just like, yeah, we just had a test. There's a lot to do. There's a lot to do. I edited this down to, because there was so much. Oh, there's so much to do going on. And I think I was feeling a little bit defeated after the game test as well, which had been, I remember, particularly harsh. But after that, you just need to hear
Yeah,
that
because
stuff.
that would have been maybe the first one that we did with external testers
No,
and
this
getting
was.
feedback.
I think
No.
this was still an internal test, but of course, it was people who kind of knew some of the stuff. We had a big group as well, and there were loads of opinions on what to do. So
Okay, yep, I
yeah,
remember which test this
yes.
was. Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was I went home tired from that one too.
Yeah, it was hard. Or I don't know, like it's just draining. When many of the things that aren't ready and you're trying to figure things out. And of course, we like to work with people who have opinions on things because that's it's a bonus, it's a plus. But after that particular test, I remember being just like, oh my god, there's so much to do, and you can hear it in this vlog as well.
So hard um to help set expectations for a test when it's such early stages,
Yeah.
and you have very like you have placeholder things for things that you know are going to be coming, or very rough prototypes, and you don't have all of the like safety nets put into like built into your puzzles or written into your video game code. So there's like just like player experience type stuff that just isn't there yet. And so it can be really hard to focus your tester or to like know how to set their expectations of what are we actually testing, which things like we know this is broken, it's fine. Don't get too hung up on it. It's on the list. We are not going live like this. Don't worry. um, but yeah, that's something that I definitely want to better do better prep for testing the next time we do a round of that, to really help our testers feel like they are giving feedback that's helpful and on things that's useful to us, and also to kind of help us so that we don't just have like this crazy array of feedback, and a lot of it is on stuff we know that
Hmm.
it's not working, and we are not scheduled to get to that for like another month still, sort of thing. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
learning curves,
Yes.
lessons have been learned.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, this was at a time when we were testing. We had a schedule of testing each every other week, which was, you know, it's good to test frequently, but it's also it's a lot of work.
There are definitely pros and cons. It gave us
Yes.
a nice energy to what we were doing, but yeah, it was a lot of push because for that time we weren't working full time.
Hmm.
Um, well, yeah, so it was we had other things that we were doing also at the same time on the side, and just living in Corona haze a little bit still. So it
Yeah.
was a draining time, but yeah, we definitely are still thinking how we want to approach that next time, because the feedback is nice, the like motivation and direction is nice, but it's a lot of effort to set up a test and coordinate testers and go through feedback and stuff like that. So
Yeah, for sure. Um, yes, and for anyone who just joined us, we are talking about the process of creating this immersive game room space adventure thing. And we're back in August 2020, taking a look at some stuff that happened back then. But I also think I want to give the opportunity for our people on the stream, our panelists, Ines and Mika and Jessica, to take and myself, to take a quick break to fill up our cups, because this trip down memory lane is taking a long time, where we have a lot of things to say about it. So we'll take a really quick break, and we'll be right back. And don't go anywhere. Stay put. Hello, everybody. We are back. Here we are. Okay. And welcome anyone who happened to join us during our break. That would be unfortunate, but if you're still around, thank you for waiting. We really enjoy you hanging out with us today. And for
Every day, but today especially.
especially today, yes. And we hope you return as well to see us do other things in the future. So this is, as the title says, this is kind of our spaceship launch. This is more of a podcast type of situation where we let you know who we are and what we've done. What have you done?
So many evil things.
So many. But in the future, we're going to do a bunch of different things. Play games, and yeah, Jessica already teased a little bit that next week we're gonna take a look at Empty Epsilon a little bit more.
Sorry, I spoiled it.
No, that's great. I mean, people have something to look forward to, and yeah, all kinds of
Hey,
things.
Mika.
Oh, Mika is back. Oh,
Welcome back.
I still cannot.
Hello.
I have an issue with this situation. Let me just nope. Let me go. This real quick so I can get face. Yeah. Okay. There we go.
My face, what?
I get your face on stream because it would
Ah.
be a shame not to have it.
Okay.
No, it's there. Yes. I also have
Now
Mika's.
the world can see it.
Yes, I also have Mika's face on my work laptop for some reason that we
Oh,
don't really
yeah.
know, we don't really know why, but it did happen.
Good office prank.
Yeah, I thought it was a prank, but apparently Mika didn't know he did put his picture on my laptop. It's like when you log in, the login picture for Windows. It has Mika's face on it. I don't know.
Maybe it's a universal problem. Everyone just has Mika's picture.
I mean,
Like, who is this?
who's this dude? That would
The
be pretty
face
great
of-
though.
With I don't know, the face of technology.
Mm.
Just all of it.
All right. Let's see. What do we have next? So we're kind of going through our journey to actually launching this immersive drama room, as we called it. I did not remember that Space Crew was a working title, or that drama room was a thing that we were talking about. It's been so long since that. So good that Mika is here to remember those things.
So
It
we're
was
in like
you, Amma, who came up with the name Out of Orbit.
Yes, that I do remember. I mean, one of my proudest moments. Yeah, we did that happened before this video was filmed. So before August 2020, we did have a kind of a discussion. We were just spitballing ideas in our Slack, just throwing the craziest ideas. I don't. We should look at them at some point. I think there were some pretty good ones, but Out of Orbit stuck. And yeah, it's a pretty great name. Hey, this is a mock-up situation. This is still from our basement. Oh, Jessica looks
it's
so
my
happy.
space bar. I was
Oh,
so
yes!
proud of it.
Wow.
Yeah, so on the right here, you can see this was like a central console, which was going to be our round table. And yeah, there are screens, like printouts of the screens that we need to include. And then there's a lovely keyboard and mouse made out of cardboard by Jessica. And there's the space bar. It has rockets on it.
And
So
washi tape.
yeah.
Also, Lotta
Oh.
made our excellent steering wheel. Her excellent prop making skills on display there. Actually, I shouldn't say that. Lotta's actually a really awesome prop maker, and she's made. Some of her stuff has been in like cool people's music videos. Like, oh crap, what? It's not night. Is it Nightwish?
Maybe. I
But
don't
yeah,
remember. Anyway.
like
Yeah, but I mean, she was very fast. That she whipped that steering wheel into shape like in 2 seconds. Oh, it was like, oh yeah, just hold on, and then she did it. But yeah, so we were kind of. This is when we were trying to figure out where all the buttons go, how we should configure things so that people can actually use the spaceship. And after this, a couple of tests later, well, I don't remember how long after, but then we actually got someone who is a professional in I don't know if it was like UX design, UI design.
user, well, maybe both user
Yeah,
interfaces and user experience
yeah,
design. Yeah, came in
uh,
and did a session with us.
yes. So we were able to make it even better. But this is still,
Mhm.
yeah, and here you can see the lovely green hose that was running through the
Mhm.
basement, and it like out of nowhere, it was like a pump or something, and randomly during our tests, it just
Turn
started
on.
pumping. Yeah, it just turned
Yeah.
on and made this very loud sound. Luckily, it did kind of sound like something that could be part of a spaceship.
And like the floor in there is super uneven,
Mm-hmm.
so it was a pain to get tables to sit steady.
Yep.
Ooh, yes, this is very
Nice.
exciting.
Yeah.
I like this slide.
Yeah. So here we have more like prototypes. That's for our weapon system. You can see the load, unload, fire on the left-hand side. This
Complete
is
with
the
a hand-drawn sketch of our ship by Lotta, I think.
yeah. Oh damn! I did well. We'll show it
Oh.
in a later stream.
Another
The
tick on the
actual design.
mature rating. Okay.
Oh yeah.
But those are working switches, right?
Yes.
Yes.
They're
Little
Yeah,
they're
buttons.
like
they're
these
little baby ones.
tiny buttons, but you could actually press them and things would happen. It's so funny.
Yeah.
Um.
So those are another kind of piece that's with kind of prototyping hardware kits that you can get them at electronic stores with like often packaged with Arduinos or Raspberry Pis, and the little whiteboard underneath it's got a bunch of holes in it and conductive material inside it, so that way it's really easy to connect electronic things or like the wires are connecting the circuit together underneath it too. I think there's an Arduino inside the box itself.
Mhm.
But yeah, so you can make them really little like that, or they also have caps that you can put on them to make them a little bigger. But I mean, Lotta's the one who made this, so I don't know if she had caps or if she was just trying to put it all neatly on top of the box.
Mhm.
But it was just so cute. It's like, oh my god, they're just gonna like shoot a missile now.
It's yeah, they were so tiny. But it's always like that's a great moment when you have something that actually works, when you've just imagined it in your head and then someone makes it and it's like, "Hey, okay, so we can try it." And then you're like, "Yes, I can shoot missiles now." Um and then we have a couple of pictures here. One is just from like one of Jessica's and mine. I think maybe Lotta was there for this as well, but we did a lot of these brainstorming sessions about how certain things in our game would work. So here we have kind of a process for designing the gas station, which is like a solar power station. How to work it? What are the steps? And then we would figure out a concept, spitball a little bit how it could work. Usually try to find some sort of something that it's kind of similar to, so that people understand, oh, okay, so this is a solar power station, you get energy from it. It's kind of like a gas station. So what types of steps do you take on a gas station when you get there to actually get the gas? And so there are things like this that we would do quite regularly at this stage when we were trying to figure out kind of all the bits and pieces of the game. And then on the right hand side, this is when Essie, our light designer, was in the space in our game room for the first time before the build had started. And she's just looking at how the light penetrates the glass walls. If you have a light behind the glass wall, how does it look? And this is just a picture that we took while we were there. And she was making these little holes in a cardboard piece of cardboard to see how the light would work with that. That's kind of an idea that stuck as well for our room. I think at this point we have decided on a design with kind of holes in the wall. What is this? Oh, this is a prototype again.
So here we are testing a prototype.
Okay.
If it works.
It does not work. This works. That code doesn't.
That's Lotta.
That is Lotta, yeah.
Get the drive. Okay. Yeah. Drive. I'm gonna check. Make sure there's no spoilers in there. No, not spoilers.
No spoilers. There it is. Okay, second try. Different port. Let's see what happens. Anything?
It finds the port, but I wish I could see. What does it say?
And that is actually,
Where is the key?
I think that is actually what's in the room now. But it's been, the casing obviously it's been transferred to a different casing.
Yeah.
Yeah, to have fun with troubleshooting.
Yay!
Because it works with my computer. It works.
Yeah, I think this is a point where we actually had gotten the actual
And it
laptops
will
that we were.
At some point also work on that one.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to
Okay,
see.
take 3.
Yeah, there's a pile on the. Yes, that's one of our
Yes,
actual
we're
laptops.
on.
Okay, take 3.
Let's see.
So we have.
Welcome, Vera.
Oh no. the video got excited about Vera joining the chat, so it's not playing properly.
Yeah, our lovely CEO
Yay.
Vera has been running a game tonight, actually.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
working
Welcome,
hard.
welcome.
Well, I mean, this is underwhelming.
It's okay. They can just come play the game. They'll be
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I will not show you anything else.
no more. You have
more.
to pay to come to see more
Yes.
of that.
let's move forward. Yeah, but that was one of those situations where Lotta had made something, and we're trying to figure out if it works or not. What is this black screen? There's something here.
You're the one who made the
Oh,
slideshow.
oh, yes, yes.
Ooh.
This is still
This-
from.
Stellar video.
This is from back in the basement again, but this is our first test of the lights. Before we started building the lights in the game room, we kind of had, or Essi made a plan for how they would work, and this is when we're actually testing. Essi and Jessica were working together, making the whole computer system kind of communicate with it. Everything communicate with each other so that we actually have interactive lights. And now I hope that actually this video loads and shows.
Jumping.
Okay, this is a jump sequence. First try.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Ooh.
You're back. How extravagant.
This was a test
Yay! First jump. Woohoo!
Yeah.
if empty epsilon can talk to the light system.
Yep,
That's
it
exactly
does.
it.
It has a built-in way to work with DMX signals, which is how things are. That's like the way that things are communicated with lighting systems. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm super proud of this image composition here. I don't know why I decided to stand behind this weird configuration of
You were like right next, because like where you're standing, and then right to the left is Essie, and then me, but Essie and I are sitting to the left of you.
Mhm.
So I think it's so you could see what was on my
probably,
screen.
yeah, probably. Yeah, but
But yeah, it's
that was
just
our
a
first.
fake wall right in the middle of the
Yeah.
classy.
Yep, very much. Very much so. Okay, what's the next
Jumping.
thing? Nope, this is the same thing. Not Okay. More videos. What is this then? This is, I guess, just from a test as well. Like one of the last tests in our basement. So here you can actually see how like everything is just taped together and the
Mhm.
floor is like wonky as I don't know
We've
what.
got our prototypes, which no, that's
No, it was
not the
just a
switchboard
cupboard.
on the wall. That
Yeah,
was
it
a
was just a
lockbox.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, so this is kind of
You can see a button board, a working
Mhm.
oh
button
yes, you can back
board
there.
Yeah.
next to the screen.
And Vera is right. Every game company does have to start in a basement.
That is
I
right.
mean, to be fair, it is such a cool office space.
Mhm.
I mean, it just just really, really a cool space.
Mhm.
I mean, I wish the floor was flat in that room and didn't leak
Mm.
sometimes, but
Yeah.
You can't have everything.
Yeah, but I mean, it's pretty amazing how people were so immersed in this. Like when we look at it now, it's just like Christmas lights on the walls. What? I don't know. It doesn't look like much, but
Festive.
it felt good. Okay, please let me switch the next slide, please. Not again. Not again. Okay, here we go. Oh, look at that face. This is
Cool.
oh,
this
this
is
is a bit later.
yeah, this is actually I think this is in September.
Mhm.
I think so. Let's see.
COVID month. Six.
Okay, this is the day before our 6th.
Wait,
Uh,
December
kind of-
2020? Wow.
Was this December? Where does it say so?
September.
I think it's September.
Like a year ago.
Yeah.
The 9th month.
Holy poop.
Yeah, let me see. Let me see. I do have a Nope, I have not written it down, but I think this is like yeah, this has to be September or October. I think this is September 2020.
Major playtest session, and tomorrow we're gonna have our first tests at the actual location. You can hear some loud vacuuming noises behind me, or actually in front of me. Everything's a mess still, and nothing's quite finished, but we're still really happy to be able to test at the actual location for the first time. So we're just cleaning up, setting up, running through the game and stuff, and then tomorrow we'll kind of have 4 groups back to back try our game, and that's going to be really exciting.
It was that day. Yeah, that's some excellent footage of cleaning.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So in September
I did
we
not
were at
know
this.
video was going to be on the internet.
I am so sorry. I just
It's okay.
yeah. But here you can see the walls. Oh, I'm glad it's buffering now. The walls with the little holes in it have been done.
This is the GM's corner. It's also still kind of temporary, but it's going to be here. That's the
This
hole
is
where
great.
all our cables go through.
And that.
And yeah, it's still a mess, but we're getting there. When you don't have a door, you improvise. Jätessäkki is always good. Yes.
Hi, Tukki-tämä.
Yes.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Oh, we have a new
Yes.
follower.
Yes, we
Or
do.
anything.
Or anything.
Anything. Yeah.
Classic substitute for.
Okay, now I'm gonna.
Oh, I need to help with the tape.
Yes.
Great.
Yeah.
Quality airlock doors there,
Yes,
guys.
the best. Yeah, Tukki-tämä, thank you for following. This means that we need a random fact. It would be Ines's turn, but if you don't, yeah. go for it if you have something. If you don't, then I mean, Jessica has been dying to share something.
I do have something,
Yes,
but
okay, go
I
ahead.
think
Just a
I
hype
have to
person.
let
Okay.
Jessica do hers first. Cause
Okay, so and just for everybody, want to let you know, for every follow we get, we will share a random fact about ourselves. And now it's Jessica's turn.
I know. Me too. Watching some of this stuff. Were you? Yeah. Okay. Yes. Okay. So my random fact about myself is that I have had a learner's permit for piloting hot air balloons.
oh my god.
Okay, what?
But I have also
That is random.
actually never been in a hot air balloon, which is unfortunate. So one summer while I was in university, I don't even know how I can't remember how I was at a party, I think, and a friend of mine or like a classmate of mine was just like, "Yeah, so I've been chilling with like going down and doing some volunteering with this hot air balloon company in like a town about half hour, 45 minutes away." Like, what? That's so crazy. And yeah, so I got drug along at 4 a.m. the next day to go on like 30, 45 minutes away to the next town over to help uh, like set up the air balloon and then help with the landing. And so I was ground crew for a hot air balloon company for a whole summer, and it was one of those things that through my if I worked enough times, then I could take a flight for free. And they were like, yeah, if you're going to do that, then you should get a learner's permit for it. So that way it can start clocking towards your required hours for that. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. I didn't quite get enough in. And by the next summer, the I think the hot air balloon company had gone under.
Oh,
Oh,
But yeah, I spent the summer getting
Wow.
up way too early in the morning to chase hot air balloons.
Wow. Okay. That is
I
that's
definitely
a
random
random
and
recommend.
fact.
cool.
didn't expect that.
No.
I know, right? I was like, ha ha ha, I have
Mhm.
one.
I think like summer job facts are always interesting because people have had some random uh fun random summer jobs.
Yes.
Well, yes, and I want chat to tell us what was your random summer job
Yeah,
if you had one.
I wanna see
Yes,
these.
me too. Me
It's the
too.
weirdest job you guys have had.
Yeah, that as well. Oh,
You know
Weirdest one.
mine,
I
but
have
is that the weirdest one? I don't know.
building a
Is
spaceship.
this the
Pretty weird.
weirdest? Yeah.
Well, but I mean, it's also like in the arts, and I feel like you get a free pass for a lot of weird shit if
That's
you're in the
true.
arts.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Come on, somebody's gotta have
Yes.
a weird job.
Yeah, we're just waiting for you guys to share.
Weird job, weird
Weird job.
job,
Weird.
weird job, weird
I
job.
guess we can tell about our weird jobs once we get more followers. That's how it
Oh
works.
yeah,
We will not share for free. I have a couple weird job
not for
things.
free.
I would rather not share mine in a stream that's potentially being seen by a lot of people,
That's
but I can
okay.
tell you
Okay, but you
privately.
gotta tell me later then,
Yes.
I
'cause
will.
now I want to know.
Okay.
Mhm.
This face is haunting me. I need to move on from this.
The
I
face you see in the
yes.
mirror every day.
No, it's the face again.
Okay, this is the day.
Leave. Hey, this is the first test.
We didn't have enough chairs in the
Yes.
GM corner, and you were on the floor.
It was like yeah,
No
so this
chair for you.
no chair for me. Yeah, this was the first test that we did at the actual site, and it was so exciting. It was very yeah, it was hard work as well. We had a lot of groups come, so we were running the games, and then we had feedback sessions, and then we were running games. And I think we actually I said in the video that we had 4 games back to back, but I think we had 2 games one day and 2 another. Although that might have been in November later as well. But anyway, we it was great to start testing in the actual space because, as you could see in the previous videos where you could see the basement, it's hard to set up things in exactly the locations that you have in the space in the actual game room, and placement is very, very important for games like this, for how easily people understand to interact with something, and I don't know, things like that. Oh, we're getting many
Looking
stages
for
of
us
Jessica's
like
Hair Dye adventures.
purple,
Yes.
blue. We've got just a little teeny tiny bit of that left here that's like green. You can't see it in this light though, but
Yeah.
Milla.
All kinds of things. Okay, we got an interesting random work story. So we have a person who has been a
Intern at a pathology department, worked as a karaoke host, and at a fireplace store making websites.
mm-hmm.
Cool.
Oh wow.
Mm.
Oh wow. That is pretty random. Pathology department. Mm-hmm. Oh, odd summer jobs. More. Yes. I'm
Oh,
so happy.
cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Part of costume crew for a local
Repertory.
yes, thank you. Theater. Most entertaining costume piece made bright yellow terracotta booty shorts.
Oh, nice. I want those shorts. No,
Oh.
I mean, that's
They
so
were.
weird.
It was for like a. I know this person, so I've
Haha.
seen. Actually, we knew each other back then, so
Oh.
I've seen the yellow booty shorts.
Oh my
It
gosh.
was for like a a Shakespeare play in that, with like 80s theme, I think.
Oh,
Makes
What
sense.
right.
was it,
Makes sense.
Hopwile? It was really great.
I was
Macbeth
just,
in the
I was
1980s.
just gonna say that.
12th Night.
They're like Richard the Third.
Maybe, I don't know. It was summer repertory theater. They do all kinds of stuff.
That's weird.
I love weird Shakespeare settings.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Vera is sharing. I used to clean the Stockholm cruise ships, and I've seen some literal shit.
Ew.
It's
Yeah.
horrifying.
Yeah,
Work
no.
experience thing. Radiology department of hospital. Scoliosis spines are wild.
Oh,
Oof.
So
wow.
yeah,
Oof.
sounds like it.
Vera is doing better now. Okay, that's good as well. Running a game room, more fun than cleaning poop.
Yeah, from a cruise ship to a spaceship.
Yeah.
Need to make like a sticker of that.
Ah.
Game runner, better
Yeah.
job than poop.
Yes.
Or like more fun than cleaning poop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is
oh
it just
boy.
me or did I become blurred?
Yes, you
You are
did.
blurred.
You
Slightly.
did a little
Got a
bit, yeah.
soft lens
What's
on
going
you.
on? What's going on?
Those beauty filters.
Yeah, it
They'll
is.
do you in.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you
Well,
were
there's
probably
your
to be
gonna.
here.
hands
Yeah.
in focus now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
You just have to come very close. Yeah, there we go.
Good, great. Okay, perfect.
Yes, good.
This doesn't feel strange at all.
No, but now if you go back, it might. Oh God. Okay, it's a little bit.
yeah, slowly back
Yes.
away, please.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
good
There we go.
job.
Tech.
Come to Papa. Come to Papa.
Good stuff.
Nice.
This is the quality content that you came here for. Okay.
Yeah, aren't you so glad you left us with the internet unsupervised?
Oh man.
Whoops.
Where were we? Yes, testing at
You were
the
about to explain
location.
why there's a bomb in the. There's like a time bomb in the other
Ooh,
picture.
right. Yes. It does look like a bomb.
But
It
that's
is not.
actually that is actually the
It is a-
what's in the room. Now it's cleaned up a bit
Yeah.
and has had a paint job, a makeover happen to it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's that puzzle is now in its final casing.
Mm-hmm.
So exciting.
Yes, it is. It is a thing. It is a type of a communications device that you can use during the game. Lots of wires, but
You don't see those. They're in
No.
the wall.
no. Yeah, Lotta did a great job making this happen. I remember she scavenged this the casing. It's an old I think it's like a what's it called, like a ovipuhelin like a thing.
Like an intercom box.
Intercoms. Yeah, for like a how. I don't know.
Like an apartment complex
yeah,
or
exactly.
a business building or something. Yeah.
Yeah, and then she did some magic and made it look real good.
Hmm.
Yeah. So
Doesn't look like it came from the 90s anymore.
no, no. But yeah, so things have changed since this, and you can see all the desks that we're using are temporary. We didn't have any walls up except for the ones that already were there. The floors weren't done, but we were super, super excited to actually get there, move out of the basement to test at the actual site. It was great.
To another basement.
To another
actually.
basement. Yeah, it's
Into another
also
basement.
from one basement to the other. Yeah, what is next? Okay, so here some
Ooh.
building progress. Here you can see a couple of different stages from where walls were being put up. The walls were super tricky because of the shape. It's not a completely straightforward task to put them up, so we were so excited to see them get up, and you can see how crowded the room gets once you have people working there doing the building. So there's logistics involved with that as well. Yeah, there's. I think on the left we were prepping for some later test.
Yeah.
I think this was a November test, maybe.
It was definitely a challenge to have the build and the active testing of the game happening at the same time, and each team stepped on each other's toes so much, and it's just like, I don't know how we could have done it better, honestly, but yeah, it was. But we did our best to communicate with each other, and nobody got too pissed off, so or at least not like irreparably so.
That was a few days before we wanted to do the first photo shoot. Yeah, so as we said earlier, Vera, you weren't here at that point. Oh God! Oh no! This is not supposed to happen. Go away. Go back. Oh no! This is
You seeing
awkward.
hidden content? No.
Or all your secrets.
Or all my secrets. Yes. Where were we? Yeah, we were talking about how we had a pretty hectic schedule planned, and it didn't really go like we planned in the end. But yes, this is from November, I think, when we actually have the walls up.
Are those the walls?
These are the walls. They are
Part
up.
of the walls.
Of our
Well, maybe not.
No.
partly finished
We're very
spaceship.
wood chippy.
Yeah.
So here is our chaos outside the build, and then when you step through here, this is our airlock, functioning at the moment as a sort of storage facility for tools, etc. And when you step in here, this is the actual ship. So we'll have a couple of doors here so that when you actually entered the space, you open the doors and then you see this. This is a placeholder table. We'll have a nice circular console here, working as the kind of central element. This is the lab with the most finished wall structure. The floor is still unpainted. Other parts are still unpainted, but it's starting to look pretty cool. So here, this is a space for research, where you can do some fun research. That's a crystal. And when you continue over here, you can find the Helms and weapons station. So this is where you drive the ship.
What did you guys call this when you were building it?
We have a couple of monitors that are not quite where they're supposed to be yet, but They are this is a temporary setup. They are also covered with plastic to
No,
protect them from all the dust. But now most of the dusty
Hot
work
dog stand.
has
Yep.
been done. And this here, the last station, is going to be the engineering station where you fix, repair the ship, control how it powers, etc. There are some gadgets on the wall, etc. So yeah, and this here, yeah, the central console is going to be the
Oh yeah, you can
navigation
see
and
the wires
communications
coming up through the
station.
floor.
That's about it.
That's about it. Yeah, so yeah, you could see the where the central console is now. That's where the cables come through.
They come
Yeah.
right up through the middle. Yep.
Yep. Through a hole. And so yes, this was in November, I guess. I think. And yeah, Vera is having some symptoms.
Flashbacks.
Flashbacks. Yeah.
Meltdown. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Vera was spending a lot of time at this build site at this time.
So yeah, she has those I was there, Gandalf. I was there 3,000 years ago moments.
Yes. It does feel like 3,000 years ago almost.
I bet.
But yeah, here we already had the walls up, which was kind of a huge win, which is great. Okay, let me get to the next slide, please. Okay, there we go. Nope, next one, not this again.
Nope.
Stop.
Already saw it.
Ooh.
Shouting at technology.
Oh, hey! Oh my god, look at my pile of technology.
Yes, so this is already like we jump from November 2020 to August 2021 between these pictures. I did have something that I was supposed to insert in between, but I think it got left out. It was kind of a look at the room. But yes, but here you can see us working on the lobby, putting down some carpets, and to do that we had to take out everything, all the tech that runs the room, and it's been displayed here on the left, all the keyboards and laptops and everything. It's all there.
So much.
Yeah.
Shout out to Daniel, who I think is in the chat
Yeah.
and is featured in the pinup post.
Yes. Yeah, it was a great. I love this picture because it looks like he's like not doing anything, and Helena, who's on the left, is kind of giving him the look of, "Why are you not helping?" But it's,
Also, yeah,
you know,
extra
was not
shout
true.
out. It was his vacation.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, you're bored, right?
It was so great to have.
You want to
that
go
help.
be a tall person to help with the renovation of the lobby? Because everybody else was like 5 foot plus a couple inches. I don't know how tall all of us are in centimeters, but
Yeah.
Oh, the duty of the long
Equally short.
being.
yeah, I equally as short. Yeah, so he was a tall person
Yeah.
to reach
Yeah.
things.
It was great. And then yeah, we got the lobby done, and then we had to put the GM corner back together, and we got a new desk, and you know, everything is much nicer and prettier now. Than it.
There's chairs.
Yeah,
GMs
chairs.
can actually sit down now.
Yes, exactly. No need to sit on the floor anymore.
Progress.
I wonder, what do we have next? Ooh, this is from September. This is yeah. Mika is anxiously awaiting for some I don't know. I don't like kava, champagne, whatever it is.
Yeah, champagne.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like cringing in the background because I absolutely hate champagne bottle popping. I'm a really jumpy person, and I was like, I know it's coming. I'm watching her do it, but I think I still probably gave a little bit of a scream.
Yeah, I think Mika does look pretty sad for the situation. Like, I don't know, or is it concern?
Wistful.
Yeah, maybe, or yeah, maybe it's that. Like, oh,
Concerned.
yeah.
Yeah, that was a really wonderful
Well,
day. That was like right before we opened. Oh, go
Mhm.
ahead if you have something to talk
Mhm.
about it.
Yeah, go ahead, Mika.
no, I was just thinking how we have this like an emotional arc. First, we saw the happy-go-lucky pictures from faces from January 2020, and then it's been the long haul of COVID, where people just get more and more tired and and depressed.
Mhm.
And now we see this glimmer of light, not really believing it's there.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the expression.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is
I
right
mean,
around right around the time when I came on board.
yes. Yes,
That's the
this
glimmer
is
You
of
were
hope.
supposed to be there, but
Oh.
you got sick. No.
Yeah, that it's possible. The whole September is kind of a
A blur.
blur.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But
yeah, that
it's
was nice. We did a nice photo shoot with Ami. He took some really nice photos, which have been used on some social media stuff already, I think. And
Yes.
we had a nice little moment to pause and be like, "Oh my God, we did
Mhm.
it!"
Yeah.
And then we came back the next morning and did like a couple last little tiny fixes.
Yeah.
I
But it
think I
was
can really appreciate the hard work you've all put into this whole thing even more now that I've seen all of this material. It's been a long
it's
way, baby.
it has, and I was going through all of these images and all of like all the video clips and stuff that I have just accumulated on my phone and on Drive and wherever. There's so much. There are times when there are not that many pictures being taken, and I think that those are just times when we uh, because of COVID we weren't super active or we weren't necessarily together, so there wasn't much to take pictures of. And then like this whole situation where we go from, oh yeah, November 2020 to suddenly it's September 2021 and we're opening the game room. That has been kind of a surreal, really fast paced. For some reason, everything went by super fast between those times. And I have to say, I love this behind the scenes picture on the left because I cannot unsee it as a news studio. It does look like I'm starting my kind of career as a news anchor because it's such a studio look, and yeah, you're Sirian and Jessica are being the studio personnel, and I'm just looking at my notes, being ready to start the start the broadcast. And
I think
Meek,
during that picture, Ami kept trying to get you, or just to have things happening, to
yep,
do candids, and we just had this whole dialogue of like, "Yep, there's a map here.
mm-hmm.
There are things on this
They're
map,
dots.
guys.
Yeah,
There are dots.
we have
This
videos of
sector
that.
is
Yeah.
very important."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, we do? Oh,
Yeah, we
oh,
do.
never
Yeah,
mind. Did I just do
yes.
a spoiler?
No, I didn't include it here because
Okay.
enough videos. But yeah, there was a discussion about I was trying to show you. Can you see how I touched D7 or something? And you were like, yeah, no. Oh, but I did. Look here. And then you're like, yeah, good job. I was trying to just show you how I smudged the pristine new map that hadn't been
You
touched before.
just got it from
Yeah,
the print
yeah.
shop.
um,
And we get done with that, and we've put all of our fingerprints on it, and Alma's just like, oh!
yeah. But
You know
that's what
players
happens.
are gonna touch that, right?
Yep. It was so beautiful when it was untouched. Oh, and you can actually see Mika in the background getting ready to, um, do sports or the weather.
Here's Mika with the weather.
Yes. Yeah.
Just think of Welcome to Night Vale, and it goes to some weird indie song.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what is this?
One more video.
Oh.
Oh, this is when it's done.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah. Well,
Oh.
this is not quite done.
Not quite, but close to
Very
done.
nearly there.
Yeah.
Yes. This has been taken before the professional prints came and stuff, but yep. This is kind of how it looks now,
Yeah.
with a
Thing of
couple
beauty.
of tweaks. Yeah, it is.
Very,
If you
very
remember if you've been with us during the whole stream and you remember us showing the kind of designs, the little video snippets, doesn't look like that, but certain elements are still there.
And I think we have maybe a couple people who were in the chat who were testers rather early on and haven't
Mhm.
actually seen it.
Yeah, that's true.
So here it is, guys.
Here it is. Ta-da! Yeah. Please
So
come.
much better than that basement, right?
I would say so. I would hope so.
Look at that floor.
Yeah, shiny floor.
But yeah, you can
So
see
shiny.
the intercom box that looked like a bomb on a table is now attached to the wall,
Mhm.
and the switchboard we were testing with little tiny switches is just behind it on the other wall. You can see
Yeah.
it peeking out, and it's got a cool. It has had a lot done to dress it up and make it more of a visual puzzle. What we were doing in the prototype video was much more of a test of just like the internal stuff, just making sure everything hooks up correctly.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I don't think we have Lotta in the chat. I'm like, dang it.
Yeah.
Lotta, do you
Yeah, too
remember? But I
bad.
don't think she's here.
Mhm. Yeah, I think like that's actually the last thing I have to show. We got through it. It took us a couple of hours, but I mean, we're I think it kind of goes to show that it has been a long journey. A lot of pictures that have been taken along the ride or the road, however you say it. But
I learned a lot.
yeah, we talked about things that Ines hasn't been part of necessarily, or because you joined us so recently. But yeah, this was kind of the history of how we got here, and I think like one thing that we want to say at this point is that we're running games in the room, so you can come if you're in Finland, in Helsinki, or in the Helsinki area. Please come and play the game. If you're not, that's also okay, because we have some interesting stuff that we're working on right now that you can be a part of, even if you can't go to the game room yourself. We're gonna talk about that in a couple of weeks, I guess. We will have more to share. Yeah, I don't want to say more than that, but it's
Yo,
gonna be
it. Save
cool.
it. Let it be mysterious.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
Christmas. We're like, guys, we're gonna give you something for Christmas,
yeah.
or not necessarily Christmas, but like, we're gonna give you a present,
Sooner
but
than that, yeah.
you don't get to know what it is yet.
But
Yeah.
it's gonna be so cool.
It's gonna be really
so
cool.
freaking awesome.
It is. It's gonna be
Mhm.
pretty neat. But I think we're pretty done at this point. We were supposed to play games and stuff, but we there was so much to talk about that I don't know if we have the energy or if it makes sense for us to play. I think we want to play when we have more people with us. And remember, if you haven't followed us yet, please do. Then we can get in one more random fact. Wait, everyone else got to say a random fact except for me, I guess. So one more follower, I'll tell you a
I
random
didn't.
fact. Oh, you
But I
didn't? No,
will.
because we hopped
But
over
in
you.
the future.
Okay, well that will be for our future streams, and we will stream every Monday and every Wednesday from now until eternity. No, until the end of the year. So, and we will be doing different types of things, not just sitting and showing you pictures and talking about our game room, but we'll be talking about things that interest us, things that you know, we might be playing some games, talking about them. Chicken stream coming up. Maybe.
That would be so cool.
Yeah. And I think next Monday, if everything goes well, Mika and I will be talking a little bit about some interesting projects that Mika has been working on, in particular regarding interactive TV, participation drama, stuff like that. So if you're interested to hear, then join us on Monday. And Jessica,
Christmas.
yes.
If I am not able to attend the live Monday, is there going to be an opportunity for me to watch this amazing knowledge drop that's going to happen?
Yes, that should be doable on Twitch
I'm
as a
glad
VOD.
you asked.
Yes, glad you asked. Thank you for asking. Yes, so VODs will be available for 14 days, I guess, on Twitch for now, and we will also be letting you know about our YouTube channel where we will be putting up content as well from our streams. If there are more podcast type streams where we talk about specific topics, then they will probably be there in their in their entirety for all eternity. Yes. But in the future, we'll also probably have more clip content, so you can just check out parts that you are interested in. Yeah, but I think that's it for us for now. A couple of hours went by real fast, and it was really nice for all of you to join us. And
It was fun.
yeah, and next time we'll do something else. Talk about other stuff.
Stay tuned.
Yes, stay tuned. See you on Monday. Goodbye.
Good night, stars.
Good night.